Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day, but teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. It's a tale as old as time, but this proverb still holds true to this day, especially with community development. Empowerment through sustainable programs provide not only the skills and know-how, but also life-changing opportunities. I'm Sean Yao, and this is Business Matters, where doing good is good business. Another school day for the students of Antonio G. Tuason National High School here in Barangay Rama, Sierra Islands has come to an end. But for this group of high school students, their day's battle has just begun. Sierra Islands in Catbalogan, Samar is made up of far-flung islands across 5 different barangays. Because of its geography, boat rides are the main mode of transportation for locals, with fares ranging from 5 to 10 pesos.
Mahirap yung pamilya po namin kasi pagpasukan na, mamamblema na yung mga magulang ko kung saan po ako sasakay, paano sila gagawa ng paraan. Anong gagawin natin? Wala tayong pera.
Sobrang hirap po. Minsan po, nangungutang po sa tindahan. Sinasabi na, puro na lang kayo utang, hindi na nga kayo nakakabayad.
This plight is all too familiar for grade 12 student Jerry Ramirez and his cousin, grade 9 student Alyssa May Beren.
Iiwan po namin yung gamit namin sa Chai ni Jerry. Kasi uwi na po kami, walang sasakyan, lalawin na po kami.
With no money for fare, Jerry, Alyssa, and their friends have no other choice but to swim home to their island barangay.
Lumalaway po kami kasi wala pong sasakyan. Mahirap naman po kung maghihintay kami, aabutin po kami ng gabi.
Habang meron pang araw, lumangoy na lang tayo.
A boat ride between their school's barangay to their home barangay of Kagutsan only takes about 15 minutes. Swimming, however, takes about 30 minutes to an hour. A task that is both daunting and exhausting.
Mahirap po. Kasi po minsan nananakit na po yung mga paa namin. Iniisip namin na hanggang dito na lang yata kami. Gahawak-hawakan na lang kami ng kamay. Isa-sacrifice na lang para makarating din.
Kasi nung matatakot po kami, baka meron pong mangyari sa amin, lalo na kung malayo na. Delikado po kapag gabi-gabi na kasi baka merong dumaan nga yung mga bangka, mabangga din kami. Hindi naman po talaga hadlang yung kahirapan sa pag-aaral. Kung talagang gusto mo makatapos, gagawa ka ng paraan.
Minsan po, inisip ko yun na sana sumuko na lang ako. Naaano ko po na sana mawala na lang ako dito kasi hindi ko na kaya itong paghihirap. Pero minsan po naiisip ko yung pamilya ko.
Battered and weary from the ordeal, both Jerry and Alyssa still have more difficulties to face at home. Barangay Kagutsan is not electrified. They only rely on public generators between 4 in the afternoon until midnight. But tonight, power is down.
Bakit madilim ngayon dito?
Siguro po naputulan po ng kuryente kanina doon kasi malakas po yung ulan.
Pero bakit yung iba may mga ilaw?
Kasi may kanya-kanya po silang generator.
Kayo?
Kami wala po.
Ang mahirap kasi dito sa lugar namin, dito sa islands, pag walang sasakyan talaga nag-aaral, yun mahirap. Lalo na po may bagyo, ulan.
Hindi mo ngayon hindi yung gamit mo. Anong gagawin mo ngayon? Paano ka mag-aaral?
Nakikihiram na lang po ako sa mga kaklase ko. Doon po ako nag-assignment na lang. Pasukan na po namin, doon lang po tinatransit yung yung gawain ko.
Patigil ko nga yun noon kasi nahihirapan sa yung sasakyan ba niya papunta doon sa pag-aaral. Ayaw naman niya tumigil. Nanay, magtitiis daw ako. Magtitiis daw siya, sir.
Bakit gusto mo makapagtapos ng pag-aaral?
Kasi gusto ko po makatulong sa mga magulang ko at makaraos sa kahirapan namin. Naniniwala po ako na yung kahirapan po hindi po hadlang sa pag-aaral.
But as dawn breaks, Jerry and Alyssa still face another obstacle. As difficult as it was for them to go home, it's also the same with finding a boat to ferry them for free going to school.
Nakakapekto talaga yung ganitong sitwasyon. So, most of the student, bumababa yung mga grado, lalo na sa first subject nila, saka sa last subject nila during kasi maaga silang umuwi papunta sa kanilang mga lugar and then late sila nakakaabot dito sa school dahil sa walang pwedeng masakyan.
Hindi po nahihirapan po. Kasi po, sa sobrang kasing hirap ng buhay, minsan po, naiisip ko na po sana na huminto lang muna sa pag-aaral. So, kasi muna tumulong sa pamilya namin. Seryoso ko po yun para sa pamilya ko. Kasi di ba sabi nga po nila, edukasyon ng pamamana nila sa amin. Yun po, kailangan ko po talaga itong seryosohin para sa kanila.
Lumalang pa kami, nagsasakripisyo lang kami makapag-aral. Tapos yung mga grades namin, mga level 7 lang. Pero sinasabi lang namin, okay lang, aangat din yung mga grades natin. Kung susuko pa ako, yung paghihirap ko, parang binawali-wala ko lang po yun. Mahirap, kakayanin ko lang talaga makapagtapos lang ako.
Ang Kanang Buhay is very much aligned with the global sustainability program of the bank under health and education, particularly of the youth.
In providing these motorized vehicles, the access to is available to 300 students, and they're able to effectively go to school in a safe, secure way.
help alleviate the problems faced by school children of the Shera Islands, the oldest international bank in the country, in partnership with the Department of Education, the PBSP or the Philippine Business for Social Progress, and the local government unit, address the children's needs as well as basic livelihood problems of the community through the project Bangka ng Buhay.
Bangka ng Buhay is an integrated livelihood program of Standard Chartered Bank here in Catbalogan City. Under the program, we gave total of 38 motorized fiberglass boats to the fishermen displaced by the Super Typhoon Yolanda and Typhoon Ruby in 2014. In addition to the boats that we gave to the fishermen, we also gave their housewives micro-enterprises. We felt that there was a need for diversification of the livelihood activities in the community.
Through the program, 38 beneficiary boatmen are provided fiberglass motorized boats that they can use for their own livelihood. But to make this component of the project more sustainable and empowering for the community, a deeper commitment has also been asked from the beneficiary boatmen.
Agreement between the Department of Education and the beneficiary boatmen is that they should ferry the school children every morning going to school, and then after school in the afternoon every day for 3 to 5 years, so they can actually finish schooling up to high school.
The boatmen are also members of the PTA. Partly since the Bangka ng Buhay project involves ferrying these students for free to the schools, we also need to think of the income opportunity of the fishermen.
Since implementation last year, statistics immediately show the program's impact on the community.
For Bangka ng Buhay, we have significant number of dropouts. The average dropouts of Catbalogan is in high school is 8%. Last school year, when we implemented the Bangka ng Buhay project, based on our data, this school has 0 dropouts.
Mula nung na-implement ang Bangka ng Buhay ng Standard Chartered Bank at PBSP, malaki po yung nabago, hindi lang sa livelihood, kundi dun sa values or attitude ng mga beneficiaries. Ang community kasi mas madaling maging progressive if lahat empowered.
But more than access to education, the program's focus is to help the community further through its sustainable and multi-pronged approach. Jerry's family is just one of the 38 beneficiaries of the Bangka ng Buhay program. His father, Jenny Ramirez, can attest to the hardship their family faced before the program's implementation.
Wala pa yung Bangka ng Buhay. Mahirap talaga. Wala kaming hanap buhay kasi wala akong bangka. Nagkasama lang ako ng yung may mga lambat. Hindi naman kayo araw-araw makasama. Ini-income namin sa pinakababa. 100, kulang talaga.
Thanks to the fiberglass motorized boat and fishing gear provided by the program, Jenny can now use his boat at his own leisure, providing enough income to help sustain their family. But aside from providing a livelihood opportunity, the program also gave a deeper sense of responsibility to its beneficiaries.
Sa kasi sa mga natutunan natin sa mga nagdaang mga programa na simple dole-out, yung hindi natin dinidefine yung kanilang responsibility sa accountability. Kaya parang pag ibibigay mo lang siya simple, parang walang value. In fact, mayroon kami mga continuing na series of scheduled follow-up, monitoring, kasi kailangan din natin i-guide yung mga boatmen.
Siyempre, sa sakin ng paghanap buhay, siyempre alagaan namin maganda.
The wives of the beneficiary boatmen are also part of the program's sustainability approach, providing them with training about micro-enterprises, further augmenting their income opportunities. Just like Jerry's mother, Minita Ramirez.
Buhayan namin po noon, talaga naghihirap kami. Naglalabandera po. Ayun. Kinikita ko pag labandera, 100 lang. Hindi naman sa araw-araw. Kung minsan lang pa yung nagpapalabas sa akin.
Through the funding and training she received from the program, Benita gathered all courage she could and opted to open up her own sari-sari store.
Tinuro sa akin yung bangkang buhay, mag-budget. Mas maganda ngayon ang yung kinikita namin kamuha noon. 100 lang, ngayon 1,000 na. Unti-unti hanggang umangat. Mali pa yung good kami masyado. Kung nakasunod kami ng bangka ng buhay.
We're not just tackling one particular segment of an entire community in Samar. So you help the father who sustains his livelihood through fishing. You help the mother who can then as well help support the father. And then for the students, you're investing in their future, right? So I think this multi-pronged approach is what makes Bangka ng Buhay quite unique.
More than just the program implementation, the company also boasts of their employees' strong sense of volunteerism for community building.
Volunteerism has really been ingrained in our culture in Standard Chartered. We get people together, and it's really amazing the groundswell, the support coming from SCB employees, their willingness to help the community, their willingness to go the extra mile, take time away from our day-to-day jobs to be able to give back.
Empowerment through sustainable programs provides not only the skills and know-how, but also life-changing opportunities. And since the Bangka ng Buhay's implementation, the future has never been brighter for the 38 family beneficiaries and over 300 public school students.
Malaking ginhawang binigay ng Bangka ng Buhay. Kasi po, palagi na po kami nakakapasok ng maaga, hindi na po kami palaging nalilate, tsaka hindi na po kami lumalangoy tulad ng dati.
Ngayon po, hindi na po kami nakakaranas ng paglalangoy dahil meron na pong Bangka ng Buhay.
Today is the real welcome. Okay, but also welcome to our guests.
Someone once said that the youth is the hope of our nation. And Ayala Foundation has embraced that commitment to nation building by empowering youth through their program, Ayala Young Leaders Congress, or AYLC.
The youth is our future. And we felt that if we invested enough in our young adults at an early enough stage, hopefully we can impact their future career choices and have a stronger desire for servant leadership.
AYLC is a student leadership summit designed to build confidence, nurture commitment, foster nationalism, and encourage servant leadership. Since 1999, Ayala Foundation gathers promising student leaders from all over the country for a 4-day team building that aims to empower the next generation of leaders.
When you now speak of Ayala Foundation, you're basically talking of being enablers as community developers. And as community developers, we would want to establish ourselves of trying to solicit what is exactly required.
The kind of leaders that we need during these extraordinary times are precisely what your event today is training you to be.
Lined up with a series of talks by notable leaders in the industry, AYLC believes that it is important to create a connection between the current leaders of our country and our next. And to further hone their leadership skills, the Congress strives to boost team spirit and encourage everyone to help each other through fun-filled team-building activities.
In AYLC, we promote that kind of leadership that's responsive to the needs of other people. To be able to really serve other people, you have to know what their needs are. So, kailangan mo maintindihan, maunawaan, at maramdaman yung nararamdaman nila, yung pangangailangan nila.
In just a few days, AYLC hopes that the learnings of these young leaders will make a positive change in their lives and create a domino effect in their respective communities.
All of these games were really helpful for us. I really learned a lot of things because we all were able to give our insights, and we were also able to give each member's perception of how we could bring it in back to our communities.
Friends, family, and community.
My main takeaway from the panel discussion today is that the road to leadership does not expire. You can never be a leader at a certain age, and it's just so inspiring that we can start young.
The learning has been tremendous. My hope and the hope of all the organizers is that these skills, these frameworks that have been not just learned but practiced during the Congress can be brought to the communities of our youth leaders.
So how will you hope you will?
I don't think one Congress can completely make an overhaul of your life. The most it can do is to give you another perspective and to provoke your thoughts. So this AYLC has been thought-provoking for me kasi empathizing is something that people forget. Parang you get committed to a cause because of personal aspirations. Pero this particular Congress helped remind me na you also have to care about the community.
JP De Los Santos is one of the alumni of Ayala Young Leaders Congress, or AYLC Batch 2002. Now, as finance manager, JP continues to embody AYLC's commitment of servant leadership as he now leads young dreamers.
AYLC changed my perspective a lot in a way na I think I'm a better manager right now. Kasi before, it was all about me. Pero with AYLC, it gave me a strong sense of responsibility, not just to myself, but to others. Whenever, for example, I would have people under me, mentoring is a big part of it. You're not just leading people, but you're honing them to be future leaders as well.
It was not always an easy road for JP. His family had a cycle of financial struggles for years.
Before, we came from a simple background. Most of the time, we will really be finding ways how to make ends meet. To be honest, hindi talaga namin alam how we survive.
More than the financial and career growth provided by the Foundation's empowerment program, JP feels privileged to be part of a bigger advocacy.
AYLC is, it's not a privilege, it's actually a responsibility. It's really about questioning your core and asking you to give more until it hurts. But at the end of the day, you will still give more and more. Because AYLC yung framework pa lang, servant leadership, diba? You're a servant first. Automatic yung desire to really do something, not just for others, but for the country as a whole. Dati wala ka. It's a reminder of where I came from, and it's a fuel going forward.
We find it very important because it's truly an investment for the future. Now, the long haul is simple. It will now strengthen the community because more than the issues that they have, it will be the community that will provide solutions for them, and therefore it would spell sustainability.
An empowered community is a productive one, and for our nation to truly thrive, engagement must start from the grassroots and eventually inspire others to participate in working hand in hand towards a better and brighter future. Join us again next week as we share more inspiring stories of communities and people whose lives have changed for the better. For updates, comments, or suggestions, do follow us on Facebook, that's Business Matters PH, or on our website at www.businessmatters.com.ph. Again, I'm Sean Yao, and this is Business Matters, where doing good is good business.